When I say I'm becoming a nasty motherfucker in chess, oof, man, I be pulling shit out that I couldn't even really think was possible. So something I've been strategizing with was getting the knight, getting the king in the most vulnerable position possible, which even means putting my own king in a vulnerable position with relinquishing my pawn of the king side rook. So with that in particular, I understand that the bishop is the number one target for this, and it usually works pretty good. Sometimes they have to debate a little bit more, but it usually goes. And shoot, this time it didn't though. I kept pushing forward because I want the king defense, which is usually pawns, to be broken, where it leaves gaps for me to fill in and fuck it up. So he didn't take it initially how I wanted, but it still took it with his bishop. So I'm gonna fuck it. I got a nice little play right there. And man, this bit was a bit complicated. But there's a little bluff I put right here. He took it though, and it didn't work the best, but hey, it still worked. Took my rook, where I ended up taking his rook too. So it was like, okay, we're both down a rook. I'm okay with being rookless, but most people aren't. So I'll take heed of that and make my knight game even that much more skillful. Lining up everything for the king. They just want to do a knight for a knight. I'm like, okay, let's pieces. Okay, I'll still work with this. A knight and queen versus a queen and a rook. All right, whatever. Pawn structure is my most important aspect of my game. Kind of like boxing, with the jab being the most essential piece, just the basics. So understand how the pawn structures work. I go in for an attack and negate some of his offense and defense, where I took it. He probably thought I was just about to take it, but nah, I'll push forward and break his defense down even more, put him in a check. At this point, not looking pretty good, and especially at this point where that the rook was dead on top. And I thought I could do something with this check, which I actually ended up doing something. Didn't work out as planned, but hey, I put him in another check. This time I knew my knight was going to be a sacrifice. I was like, fuck it. Move my queen in position to block the rook, and unfortunately I let him slip. But fortunately, I saw something where I could check, put himself in the most terrible position when he was absolutely winning, where he was a skewer and took his queen, took the rook, and everything just fell from there. I mean, man, persistence pays, and shit, I like getting paid.